Hi everyone, it's that time again. It's US election season. So for the next 3 minutes, I'm going to be talking about what will the likely effects of the US election be on your money. Please note, this is not a political commentary whatsoever. So please, no need to email me about all of my political philosophies and all of the reasons that I'm wrong. We're only strictly talking about money. In 2016, Donald Trump surprisingly won the U.S. election, and when he did, stock markets rallied impressively for months. Stock markets went up mostly on two things. Number one is Trump was a little bit of an unknown, and he was very much business friendly. And second of all, the promise of lowering taxation for Americans, which he did execute on. This time around, neither one of those two things are true. Number one, Trump is no longer an unknown. Whether you love him, whether you hate him, everybody knows who he is at this point. Secondly, the U.S. is in no situation fiscally to offer tax cuts at this round, so that is not likely going to be on the table. So do not expect financial markets and stock markets to rally this time the way they did last time. That being said, I don't actually think stock markets will go down either. Markets have had plenty of time to digest what a Trump presidency might look like, and I don't think stock markets are going to be surprised by a Trump win if that indeed does happen. So I don't actually think we're going to see big highs or big lows the day after this election is settled if Trump does win. Kamala Harris is significantly more of a stable choice, and stock markets do love predictability. That being said, she is not as business friendly as Trump. In particularly, sectors like energy and healthcare may have some downward pressure if she does get elected. But I do not think that there will be significant downside if Harris does win, nor do I think there'll be significant upside either. That being said, there are two things that I am watching and two things that I am worried about. Number one is the anti-trade rhetoric that is coming out of both campaigns right now. Mainly, we're talking about tariffs, and it's a great soundbite if you're a politician, but it's not great for the business community. A tariff is essentially a tax being put on another country or another industry, and anytime a tariff is levied, it's almost always reciprocated by the other country or the other industry, and therefore what you have is a trade war. Trade wars typically push up prices, pushing up costs, which can lead to inflation, most likely will lead to inflation, and higher prices for consumers, and that is not good for anybody, especially for Canadians with our largest trading partner, the US. Second thing that I'm worried about is the balance of power. Now, if there's a sure thing in this election, I think the sure thing is that the Republicans will continue to hold the Senate. But if I think that I'm reading the polls correctly, is that Kamala Harris will win the popular vote in the United States election. That likely means that the Democrats will hold the House of Representatives, or the House. And if that happens, that is a good thing. That creates what we call gridlock. It means that one party holds one layer of power, the other holds the other, and that means that no one party is going to have tremendous influence over the U.S. political system. Both parties have to work together, and that is good for markets. So that's what I'm hoping for. Now, hey, that's what I think. I might be right, I might be wrong, but that's what I think. But there are three things that I know for sure. Number one, profits drive long-term investment returns, not politics. If the companies that we are investing your money in continue to grow their profits, the share price will continue to go up over time, regardless of politics, regardless of acts of nature, regardless of shocks like pandemics or interest rate shocks or inflation shocks. Profits drive long-term returns. Number two, you have some of the best portfolio managers on the planet Earth watching your money right now. You have the Connor McDavid, the Michael Jordan, and the Tiger Woods of money management business working for you, and you should feel very, very good about that. Number three, your wealth advisory team here at Low Fox Graham, with my colleagues Rebecca, Devin, Rick, and Louise. Combined, we have 100 years of experience. We're 5 certified financial planners, and there's nothing that is going to happen on November 5th that will catch us by surprise. We are ready. We're locked and loaded, and we got this. So you should feel very good about that. And that should free you up to sit back over the next week and watch what I think will be the greatest reality show the world has ever seen. Thank God I'm Canadian. Stay safe, everyone. We'll be in touch.